A cartophile is someone with an extreme interest in maps, and if you love video game maps and also just so happen to love a very old unsupported game from 2017, then how about today we look over all the spots, whether annoying or not, from heroes versus villains, and while some of these are smaller chunks of larger maps, whereas others are new ones altogether, for this video I'll be giving a subjective ranking of all 23, and yes, that is a lot, which is of course based off of my opinion, but hey, don't worry, it's the right one.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
So at number 23 is the MC-85 Star Cruiser, which is basically just a Resistance capital ship. And, you know, I kind of generally like the ship maps. They do tend to be pretty good overall, but with this one, it's just very small, and I don't really like the Resistance theme all that much anyway, but there is some stuff like the hull of the ship here that is relatively notable, and you got a bunch of hallways around here which are always pretty fun in these ship maps to explore. But yeah, I've been waiting a long time to call this map the worst, and like I said, I just don't think the Resistance ship is all that interesting, so yeah. So back here with the Blue Bounty Hunter ASMR, today, nope, just kidding, I'm actually just standing next to these two vats over here. At number 22 is the Klosslands on the planet Ajan Kloss. So this one is also from the sequels, being from the Rise of Skywalker, and we do get this little area up here which is kind of cool with all the rock formations and stuff, but really the most of this map is taken up by the Tantive 4, which is already kind of weird that the Rise of Skywalker just reused another ship here, so that's not that great if you ask me, but it's a very small map. It's kind of, you know, cramped and claustrophobic, and this planet's okay. I mean, I'm probably biased towards this movie, but at number 21, I'm gonna have to go with the Hoth map, also known as Outpost Delta, and honestly, I wouldn't even mind putting this map in last place. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Hoth. It is a great planet. In fact, it's one of my favorite planets in all of Star Wars, but the thing is, while the theme is very cool, the map itself, which is what I'm basing all of this ranking off of, is really trash, to be honest. I mean, there is this bridge here, which is pretty cool, and also a transport ship over in this direction. There's some cool stuff here and there, but you can very easily fall off of all of these different ledges, as Darth Vader is about to do to me here, and while in this instance I managed to survive, in other cases, like when you go up this part of the side here, you will not be quite as lucky. So, cool map and all, but you're gonna fall off all the time, and it's just really cramped and not the best map overall.
Lollipops.
At 20, I have Starkiller Base, or the Command Center, and this is one of those open maps that just doesn't have too many different buildings to go inside of and stuff. I do love the Starkiller Base theme, it's a pretty cool planet, but I mean, overall, I just wish there were more things to do here. It is pretty much just an open area, and you can get stuck on the TIE fighters pretty easily. So there is this part up here, but you can't even really go into it, and there is this hallway down here, but you literally go out of the map if you go too far down. So yeah, it's okay, I guess. At number 19 is Jakku, the Graveyard. So this one is actually not horrific. I know some people despise this one. It does have this bridge up here, which is pretty good for shooting at people, even if I can't aim apparently. And there's this outside area as well. And I also really enjoy when you get really deep inside the wreckage and you get to explore some of these different like sandy areas and tunnels and stuff, which have some cool spots. So yeah, I don't hate this map. It's actually pretty fun to play in, but I don't know, Jakku isn't the most interesting planet in the world, and it's definitely not as good as some of the other ones on the list. At number 18 is Takodona with Mos' Castle, and this one takes place in this forest here, which is alright, and there are a couple notable things like the Slave one, which before making this video, I never noticed. Like literally, I've been playing this game for 2 years and I never saw this before, so that's there. And there's the castle itself, which you don't really go inside of much in the map, because to be honest...
Hello there!
There are 2 banthas down there now.
Hello there!
Because to be honest, most of the map takes place over here next to the water anyway, where I end up getting. At number 17 is Jabba's Palace on Tatooine, and the thing with this one is that yes, there are many cool spots like the Rancor thing here, in case you didn't know, where you can obviously shoot the Rancor like I'm about to, and just kind of explore this area and go through the little trapdoor and stuff, and also as Boba Fett you can actually fly out of here again, which is pretty cool. And there's obviously the Jabba bathwater and just the whole upstairs in general, as you're about to see. So the thing is, when it comes to just like actual locations from the movies, this is one of my favorite spots, maybe the best spot in the entire list, but as an actual map, which is what I'm basing this off of, it's just not that fun. It's really cramped and it's kind of hard to get around and it takes a while, so it's just kind of annoying, but there's still a lot of fun to be had here, and most of the fighting does take place in this one area downstairs. At number 16, I'm going to have to go with the Providence-Class Dreadnought above Geonosis. Now there actually is one really important thing about this map for me, and that is that it is the first map I ever played on for Heroes vs. Villains. How I remember that, I don't really know, but I remember it was this one, and then I got that Ajan Kloss map as well. But most of it is this huge open area here in the hangar with a lot of these landing craft as well. And right over here, we actually get a really good spot to snipe people from above. So yeah, there's some cool hallways here and there, as you're seeing, and the open area is pretty fine. Most of the battles do take place in this spot here, kind of wedged between all these tanks and stuff. When it comes to ship maps, there probably are better ones. At number 15 is the Scarif Beach. And before I start talking about the map, please enjoy this clip of me absolutely decimating Anakin Skywalker. But don't worry, because he literally kills me right after. Yeah, this is a map that has some spots like the shuttle over here, and also some TIE strikers in this little area for climbing up the stairs and stuff, and also of course this bridge in the middle here, so it's a pretty good map. I do really like Scarif a lot.
As boss silences the competition.
At number 15 is of course, oh my god. At number 14 is on Kessel with a Coaxium mine, and this is one from Solo, which I'm very glad they added. And you got the Millennium Falcon here, which is pretty cool, as well as some other areas where you can run up and down, as well as of course the acid flats where most of the fighting outside takes place. And there's even this door area here where a lot of concentrated stuff tends to happen. But as you'll see here, I actually realized today that this does not have all the hallways and stuff that is in the offline arcade, which is pretty disappointing because I do really like that part of the map, and it'd probably be higher if it included that stuff. At number 13 is the Research Station 9 on Endor, and I mean, I love Endor. It's one of my favorite planets, and during the daytime, this map is pretty cool. You get an AT-AT walker, you get to fight a bunch of people up here and get some good kill streaks, you already know. But hey, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to offer here. You got this open area here, which I think is pretty nice. And then probably the most notable part is these sort of platform areas, these hallways, which in my opinion look really cool. And also you can go inside of some of the bases here, which is very nice as well, which leads you to this huge ramp area out here right next to the AT-AT. So I do like this map. You can also jump on here and just say your voice lines to everyone, because like, why not?
Greetings, exalted ones.
Oh my god! Oh jeez, oh my god!
At number 12 on Crait, we have the Abandoned Rebel Outpost. So this one is really cool. I like having a Last Jedi map, and it's a very unique one in some ways because it's extremely open and doesn't have a lot of like hallways and stuff, but for once that is pretty unique. Most of it is in this inside area, but you can of course go out onto the fields here or salt flats. Of course you have this area where you have to crouch down and shoot at people from below, which I always thought was pretty fun. And you can try shooting from a distance, but that does not tend to work out pretty well. Also, this map has really good views all around with the AT-ATs and just this huge base in general. I like the Last Jedi stuff for sure. At number 11, I'm going to have to go with the Death Star 2 map, also known as Command Sector North. This is one of those maps that I kind of wish I had played before I had tried to go off of memory, because honestly, I'd gladly put it higher. And then off to the side, we have the main area with all of these boxes. I don't know what you want to call them, but you also have the hangar, and you know what? This view is actually really nice. And over here you got this big pit here, which is very cool, as well as the ramp where most of the fighting takes place on this map. And you can also go inside here or kill Han Solo, which seems to be impossible, but hey, I just did it. So also, when you go down here, there's some areas below everything as well where you can get some fighting done here. So yeah, you can also watch some people fighting from a distance in case you didn't know that. But yeah, it's a really cool map actually. At number 10 is the Kashyyyk Kachirho Beach. So this one actually has some really good views, I will say. Or you can just spin around in a circle on the platform here as Darth Maul and hop around randomly. You can also go inside here, and I think there are some really cool spots on the inside. It's just a very dynamic map, and probably the most unique one in the entire game, because it is just so different with all the staircases and narrow platforms and stuff. However, there are moments like this where you kind of hate the map, and that definitely takes off some points. Nevertheless, it is still very unique. At number 9, we have the Geonosis Trippa Hive. So this one is basically one of those open type of maps with a bunch of rocky formations and stuff. I guess there's some waterfalls on Geonosis too, because that totally makes sense. Yeah, but up here is this area, which you don't really get to see too much of, but it's pretty cool. At least there's something dynamic going on. And yeah, like I said, most of the fighting is out in the rocky area over here, where you can get some fun games. I like Geonosis. It's a cool planet. It's a very simple map, but I don't mind that, honestly. At number 8, I'm going to have to go with the Felucia map in Tagata, which has this cool fence area over here, which I always thought was pretty cool. And you can actually go inside of some of the buildings in this one too, which is nice. But I just think this is another cool, relatively open, but it has a lot of hills and stuff. And I love the Felucia planet. It's very unique and very cool. And I love the prequels music too. Also over here you get this really cool area with the Sarlacc pit, which you might as well jump into, because I don't know, who knows, is it gonna kill me? Oh yeah, that's right. But up here you got this little village and stuff too. So at number 7 is going to be the Yavin 4 Great Temple. So this one I kind of hated at first, but it's really grown on me, I think, for Boba Fett alone, because you can just shoot at people from a distance or run past people in the tunnels apparently. And yeah, I don't know, it's really fun. You can see how good my aim is here, but I love all the temples and stuff. I love going into the tunnels here. They are very fun for sure. But like I said, the tunnels really are one of those things that they didn't have to put here, but they did it anyway, and I'm very glad. I like going in and out of these spots here, especially when Obi-Wan's with you, because that's totally going to go well, right? But I don't know, I love the tunnels, I love the Millennium Falcon, and I love the big open area. At number 6 is the Mos Eisley Tatooine map. And sorry for the nighttime gameplay. I know how hard it is to get the map you want to get, right? But this map has all the areas like that staircase you just saw, and also some of these buildings you can go inside of too from above. Even a cantina over here, as we can see now. I don't think it's the cantina, but it's still pretty cool. So I just love this map. I love hopping around. I love going to the open area out here where a lot of the bulk of the fighting takes place. Not even my favorite location from the movies, but it's just a really, really great map that does everything that a heroes versus villains map should. At number 5 is the Palace Hangar on Naboo. And already this is the only one that has a unique opening with the Duel of the Fates music that goes very hard throughout the whole map for sure. But you can also jump on the Starfighter here in this whole hangar area and fight some guys here, which is always fun. And I really, really love this area here. And actually, if you sprint as fast as you possibly can, you will die, but you will actually make it to that part of the scene, which is very cool. I just generally love the whole shield generator area. I love having this whole scene from the movie just be a map in the game. It's really fun. And also this part here with the stairs and everything. At number 4, I'm gonna have to go with the Bespin Administrator's Palace.
What a wonderful day to look at the Cloud City skyline. I'm sure my homeless son would sneak up behind me and force push me off this ledge.
But hey, what can I say? It is really fun to do that, not even gonna lie. And yeah, I really like all the different areas here, like the stairs and just the spaces inside. You get the Slave 1, you get an Imperial shuttle, you even get an X-Wing off the side. And like I said, there's a lot of cool places inside the building, and while that is the best thing, it's also the worst, as it takes forever to get from place to place. Although I'm not too sure about those blimps though, they're a little bit goofy, not gonna lie. At number 3 is the Venator-Class Star Destroyer, which is another one where, looking back on it, I kind of wish I put it in a different spot, because I'd probably put this place lower, honestly. I mean, it's really cool though, and I definitely give it top 10, top 5. 3 might be a little bit generous, but I love this open area here. It's a great ship map, which you already know I love, and this part here with the crosswalks, I just love. Most people are scared of falling off, as they should be. Number 2 is Kamino, the cloning facility, which easily could be number 1, and it really just is like with Mos Eisley. a great heroes versus villains map that does everything it should. I love the Kamino planet, I love the Clone Wars stuff in here as well. I love pushing people off the platforms. I mean, that's like, to me, pushing someone off the platform is more fun than killing them for real, but then when you fall off yourself, that kind of sucks. Also, I love all the little nooks and crannies in here, like these doors off to the side you can go through that are always kind of fun, if you ask me. I also love the inside areas, they're pretty fun as well, and just all around it, I don't know, this is just such a great map, you cannot change my mind. In first place though, is the Resurgent-Class Star Destroyer. Okay, everyone's really mad at me now, I bet. But here's the thing, even though you can fall off, it's a very fun map. You get all these areas off to the side here with the doors and stuff. If you go deep into the ship, you actually get this huge mess hall, like a cafeteria of sorts, which, in case you didn't know, if you go over here, you can actually make yourself a meal. I just love going all around this map that loops around. It's very fun. Like I said, people are so scared of falling off, but the thing is, it makes it more interesting. You get this clean, polished look, which is great, and it's just such a new map. We don't even really see it in the movies. Also, you can snipe Boba Fett over here and kill Count Dooku. You can do that on any other map, but hey, you might as well do it on this one.
I can do this. I can do this.
So I hope that wasn't too long or drawn out. I might be making some more Battlefront 2 videos, depending on whether this one does well or not, like maybe ranking the heroes, so tell me if you want to see that. But anyway, that's it for this video. You can subscribe if you want to. There's also a join button, which is completely optional, but would truly help me out and the channel if you want to do that. Also, I'm doing a face reveal at 10k subs, so spread the word for that. And these types of videos come out every Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I also post shorts on Saturday, but yeah, see ya.